This episode of the CNC Video Podcast is brought to you by GameReplays.org for all your online gaming needs, and sponsored by Team Alias, an online gaming clan. Hello everybody, this is Cabal along with SighNapes and IPoWNYoU, and we are doing a video podcast today.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, in this video podcast we are going to talk about current gaming news, and we're also going to talk about GameReplays.org, updates, news, and playing games in general, and screwing around like this. Richard, you're a noob.
Fuck you.
And we've not researched any of this at all.
No.
This is going to be so slow to start with.
What do you mean so slow?
Right.
What do you mean so slow?
Oh, I didn't know about this until about 20 minutes ago.
Like what?
You've dragged me away from my console.
Oh,
I'm feeling painful. Yeah, I'm feeling the pain.
Oh, screw you.
All right, shall we? Oh, thanks. What shall we be starting with?
Oh boy. So the first news I have for you today is in Command & Conquer 3 Tiberian Wars. They are hosting a 1 vs 1 tournament on the patch 1.09, and it's going to be at 1200 GMT time, which is 5 a.m. for me. So that's going to be way too early. So there's no way I can enter that tournament. Richard, do you want to enter that tournament?
Which is a shame, even though.
Yeah, I can't. It's on what, Saturday?
October 20th is a Saturday, yes.
Yeah, probably not. I can't.
Why not? It's a perfect entry.
Yeah, work, man.
Oh, I gotta work.
I have work.
What about Sunday? Can you do Sunday?
I have work.
Who works on the weekends?
Me. I work for a hotel.
People in shops? A lot of people, actually.
You see, Richard one day worked for a spa at one point, massaging people's.
No, I never worked for a spa.
You said that.
Yeah, massaging your mom.
Oh.
Massaging your mom.
Oh, don't start those yo mama jokes.
Yeah, I was massaging your mom.
No, you were not.
No, you brought it up.
Here we go.
So,
Kiss my ass. That's exactly.
Sorry.
What I went for. Okay, so the next.
Sorry, I'd be uncomfortable for the buttons.
anybody want to get owned in 1v1?
Well, I can't game right now because I'm the one that's casting. If you want to play.
Yeah, you suck, Darcy. You suck. Yeah, you suck. Sure, I'll play SighNapes, but you suck. Yeah, okay.
I played
I don't have that installed.
You have Kane's Wrath uninstalled? What about Journey of the Noobs?
Well, remember when I told you that mods don't work with the Ultimate Collection? Guess how I found that out?
How'd you find that out?
By trying to mod on Tib Wars and Middle Earth 3, and now I've had to uninstall them, dig out my old discs, and reinstall them again. And reinstalling Tib Wars from Steam gave me a blue screen, so it looks like I can't really do much with that for now.
But you said that the mods don't work on, say, like Paradox, for example.
No, because as far as I know, CNC3 and Middle Earth 3 mods do not work with the Ultimate Collection.
Playing versus GeoPNP.
The thing that you launch them with is completely absent because it launches via Origin instead, so, which sucks.
Well, yeah, it kind of does suck. And Richard, it's pronounced Giho Kanpi. Okay?
I don't give a fuck.
Well, he does.
I don't.
You don't give a care about anything in the world.
He's DCing.
Anyway, next part I have for you is that in Kane's Wrath, we are hosting a 1 vs 1 tournament on patch 1.02, and it's going to be on October 21st at 1400 GMT time. So I'm going to enter that tournament. Not to say I'm going to win anything, because Bike Rush is in that tournament along with a couple of other good players. I really wish you didn't say that about Bike Rush, Richard, because
he is.
Just a hint, Richard. I'm gonna post this on GameReplays.org, so they're gonna hear you say that.
That's too bad.
Bike Rush, we love you. Go Bike Rush.
Go Bike Rush.
Yay, we love you.
Everybody's gonna probably hate.
New Rush.
Everyone's gonna be like, Sign who?
SighNapes, who's SighNapes who?
Then they'll be like, RS3 Paradox, and you'll be like, Para what now?
Para what now? Actually, there's a player named Paradox in Command & Conquer 3 Tavern Wars. Just to have you a heads up about that.
Yeah, we're not him. He's a different Paradox, which is in itself a Paradox, I think. I don't know.
He is a map. I think he's a map packer, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Probably, I don't know.
In which case, yeah, we're the cool stuff. We're not the assholes.
Okay, so coming along.
You put this on YouTube too, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Alright, I'm making sure, man.
Why?
Only pros post on YouTube.
I've seen a lot of bad channels on YouTube at one point. Like,
Nobody cares.
Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a really bad YouTube channel. I guess I can't think. Can you guys think of one?
A bad YouTube channel. The one that Bike Rush has.
No, he does not.
Like, there's this one called CNC Cyber. I mean, that one's pretty terrible. I mean, I don't speak like that very often.
Did you read that?
I have. So.
Hey, did you read what Bike Rush is trying to do? He bet $100 to his friend that he could become a grandmaster or a master in StarCraft 2 in a week.
On what?
And he's only diamond.
On what server?
Asia.
Well, he's okay. Fine, the Euro server. We'll say the Euro server. Even a Korean who's like in Bronze League can make it to Silver League in 1 week, because there's so many Koreans that play like 24/7. You don't even get an ounce of sleep.
Yeah. Organ says I've started playing.
You didn't play StarCraft because you suck.
Well, I didn't like StarCraft 2. I played it. I just
because you suck.
Okay.
I played one game of it, and then basically like this is me being like. Just playing it, like my first game, we're not even ranked or anything yet. And next thing I know, I've got two teammates who just kind of don't speak much. All they do is type in the chat saying, use brain, in caps. It's just like, okay, use the English. It's like my first game of StarCraft 2 and I'm with piranhas.
Well, yeah,
it's like, Jesus Christ, you're really not making me want to play this game much more.
You're probably playing one of those practice games, I think. Yeah, practice games are just, they direct you to like Diamond League or something. I can't remember.
It's just crazy.
All you ever played was practice league, Darcy. You suck.
Well, the reason I sucked at StarCraft 2 is because I didn't have the proper micro to play it. I mean, it wasn't that good in StarCraft 2.
I know, you just suck, man. Let's just admit it.
The only faction I knew how to play was Terran.
Thing is, to play...
Dude, you suck as Terran.
With a group of friends who enjoy it.
Okay, Richard,
I really just don't... I'm not getting into 1v1, so...
Remember how hard I ripped you in there?
Richard, I beat you with Protoss and you were Zerg.
Yeah, and remember that was my first Zerg.
What the hell does that mean?
And
you only beat me one time. I beat you a million.
And I posted on GamePlays.org to piss you off.
And
I still have that replay, and a lot of people saw that.
What about Kane's Rats replays I posted of me beating you that you got deleted?
Here we go with the Kane's Rats replays. Let me tell you something, Richard. I posted those replays because I wanted to beat your ass, and that's what I did. All right.
Oh man, you're funny, man.
I told you guys, we're gonna be screwing around, and this is screwing around, pissing people off.
So, rivalry has sucked.
Me and Richard have always.
Yeah, but the point is, you're meant to annoy people in the audience, you're not meant to annoy each other. You're meant to just think of the worst thing possible to say to someone who's watching this video and say,
so
good say.
Cabal.
What?
Hey, did you ever get did that Command & Conquer ever work for you? The new generals?
I don't know, like it doesn't have that proper feature yet. It doesn't like when you download
see, that's why you should have waited.
Just give me a second.
That's why you should have waited.
Just give me a second to explain.
No, you suck. No, you should have waited, man.
Just play your game, Richard. I want to talk.
You're wasting money.
Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, the game when you download it on Origin, it's like you're expecting Command and Conquer, for the free-to-play game, to be on that, but it was not. It's just all the games from the Tiberian Dawn all the way to Command and Conquer 4. And I think what happened was they sent, when you get that game, Origin sent you an email.
Thus, this is the reason I did not buy it.
Thus, I'm telling you to shut up while you play Kane's Wrath. Besides, you're probably losing it right now.
No, I mean, the new CNC is done through Origin, because if you go under the game's free-to-play section, it lists Command and Conquer.
Yeah, when I got the game,
It's just not added to the
because when I got the game, I was expecting like to put in a disc, but the disc was like a music disc from like the best songs from all the 3 games, and actually, I was actually quite surprised. That I had to download it from Origin, and that took a long time.
I didn't even get that, even though it said it was. So.
But what was really cool about?
To be honest, I mean,
yeah. But what was really cool? Jesus Christ! Fuck. But what was really cool about the Command and Conquer Collection is actually it did come with a couple of features. Like it came with artwork, which was pretty cool. Like you have a signed picture.
Yep, didn't get that either.
You didn't get that?
Nope, didn't get any of that.
Oh, that sucks. Because I got
Pretty much.
Let me get my game out. I'm just gonna
Yeah, okay, you'd have to rub it in. Yeah, but the point is, if I wanted the soundtrack, I would go onto YouTube or pirate them, which I've already done.
Exactly.
Not telling you which
exactly. Smart man.
If I wanted the artwork, I'd look on Google, which is a brilliant device invented rather recently. If I wanted the access to the new CNC, I'd apply to the beta, which is what I just did. I mean, I got the Ultimate Collection because I wanted a disc-free way to like carry games around between here and university, which is what I got, so I'm happy about it.
That's true.
Whereas like some people are saying, some people are in the field of thought where if it doesn't come in a box and it doesn't need several wheelbarrows to carry, I'm not interested. Which is fair enough, but at the same time, just don't buy it then.
Well,
no one's forcing you to buy it. Like,
well, I wanted to buy it because I missed playing my favorite game, which is Riddler 2.
you don't have all the games. Precisely. You don't. I mean, yeah, it's.
I lost all my
Well,
games.
the games work. We'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
Go.
But the reason I wanted to get the Command and Conquer Collection was because I missed playing Riddler 2. I missed playing Kane's. Okay, fine. I played Kane's Wrath because Wilson K17 helped me get the game, but I couldn't play Tiberian. I couldn't play Tiberian Wars. I couldn't play Tiberian Dawn. I couldn't play Renegade or Generals or CNC 4 even.
Because you always sucked.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to.
I know.
I haven't really played much CNC recently.
Jesus Christ.
God.
And we are back with the CNC Video Podcast. Sorry about that. My live stream just went offline for a second. Shut up, Richard! Don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, good.
You shut up.
So anyway, I wanted to show you that the reason I got the Command and Conquer Collection was I thought it was pretty cool, and it actually comes with pretty cool new features. Like I'll just turn on my camera for a second so I can show you about what I got.
And rub it into the fact that I didn't get what I ordered.
Okay, fine.
That and the fact that Riddler 3 and Tib Wars are now completely useless to me.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tib Wars I might play on occasion, but I usually just play that for Tib Essence. Riddler 3 I need to be able to run Paradox and Frontline on it to test them with.
Right.
And to then play them with, so Ultimate Collection is useless for that.
Well, I like the Ultimate Collection. I got the music disc, which comes with 17 songs from all the songs from Command and Conquer. I got a Command and Conquer artwork, which is all the Tiberian universe, the Generals universe, and the Riddler 3 universe. Riddler universe, and it's pretty cool. Plus, I got something else. How to download your games and the Ultimate Collection installation disc and a cool cover. So that's all what it comes, which is.
It's going to cause me absolute madness when we release Paradox and when we get around to releasing Frontline, hopefully this year. Because you'll have people saying, how do you get it to work with Vanilla Riddler 3, the disc, which is relatively easy. You've got people asking how to do it on Steam, which is ever so slightly different, but still enough to get people confused. Then we're going to have a third camp of people who are going to be complaining they can't get it to work on the Ultimate Collection. Then we're going to have to tell them they've wasted their money, even though we told them beforehand. And then they're going to try and pin the blame on us somehow. Because that's what people do. Because we have the power to stop that.
Well, didn't you say you quit doing modding? After a while, so you can
For a while.
For a while.
For a while, we had a bit of a long break. It wasn't really a bit, it was kind of 6 months. Just to keep ourselves...
So you, for example, then Open Sketchbook and ProTroid, those guys?
I mean, we're working on Paradox Alphas again, which are public, so... They're not really balanced entirely, but they're fun and you should check them out.
Yeah, I'll check them out a little later after the podcast. So I got some more Command & Conquer news. We have launched a new game on Game Repository Portal. It's called Planetary Annihilation.
That looks good.
I saw that. What is it?
Well, remember Total Annihilation back in the day?
Oh, is it that... oh yeah, I've seen this. The first time I saw this was a guy on YouTube basically tell his legions of fans to start donating to this Kickstarter.
Yeah,
and
this was going straight to the company who's making Planetary Annihilation.
It looks alright, personally. But the fact that they tried to raise $900,000 and they've raised 2.3 million just proves to me that I don't need to give any more money to them because they've got more than what they need by a long shot.
Yeah,
they're not used every cent.
They should have
they're not used every cent. It's like the people who are going to say, shut up and take my money. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, you're still going to actually have to buy this product as well. Just because you donate to the Kickstarter, as far as I'm aware, doesn't mean you get the game for free. So you've got to donate to have it made, then pay to buy it.
But I did see the trailer, and the trailer looks pretty awesome, and especially since the creator, John Mayer, said that Planetary Annihilation is like the next era to Total Annihilation, which is pretty sweet. And I loved playing Total Annihilation back in the day. It was a fun game.
Never got around to playing it. It's on my incredibly long to-do list. After the Steam Summer Sale, my to-do list has just kind of like grown massively. In fact, they've only done, I think it's 3 of the games on my 50-game long list after that Summer Sale. It's just going to take me that long. And that's Unreal and Quake. And the expansion packs.
And it also another thing came up on the portal that there's an interview that one of our moderation administrators did. He did an interview with John Mayer, which is the creator of Planetary Annihilation. So you guys can go check that out.
Nah, Planetary Annihilation looks gay, man. Who wants to fucking have a 3-hour long battle?
Hopefully that this Planetary Annihilation will be from a different school of thought than Carrier Command. Because the way Carrier Command, which has just been released on Steam, works is they took a game from 1980-something or other and kind of just gave it modern graphics and just left the gameplay as it is.
So kind of like when people, like back in 1995 when they released Siberian Dawn, there's a patch now that fixes up all the bugs and just left the game as it is, kind of like that.
Not even that, it's a full new game. It costs £30 US, so that's, I don't know how many dollars that is. It's basically a full price game with okay graphics for the time. The gameplay is as rudimentary and simple as it was in 1998 or 88 or whenever it was.
Oh, fantastic!
So pretty much, hopefully, it won't be like that. Hopefully, it'll be a developed game as opposed to just kind of.
I think it's gonna suck. I'm just saying.
Elaborate.
I can't complain so far because I haven't heard much about it. I can't really make a judgment.
Well, the problem is that I went on Wikipedia to see what the game was all about, and they don't have that much stuff on it, to be honest. So we just have to wait a little while longer. Like when Generals 2 came out, none of us knew what the game was gonna be like until we heard on Frostbite 2 that the game has been switched to Command & Conquer Free to Play.
Then all of a sudden it's evil, and Generals 2 was the greatest thing ever, and it played perfectly, and it was absolutely flawless in every way with an epic storyline.
Yeah. And
then nobody that's said it.
And then all of a sudden everybody's hearts just drops and saying that.
Yeah, and they basically jump to the conclusion.
Just like with CNC4, everybody's hearts stopped because it sucked so bad, and it did.
That's true. Almost over half the community didn't like Command & Conquer 4 because of the playstyle of the game.
But Darcy, see, you can't talk because you said you loved CNC4, so...
I did.
You're outvoted here, 2-1, dude. I mean...
Fine. Hey, SighNapes, you played Command & Conquer 4 with me.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it in a while, but given that it's basically the way that people like CNC Arena, yet hate Command & Conquer 4, just kind of... It's like Generals 2 all over again. It's basically... Generals 2 has not been cancelled. It's the same game in a slightly different format, with a focus more on multiplayer, which is what I thought people wanted with CNC Arena, which is going to be purely multiplayer. Even though they've confirmed a single-player campaign as probable DLC for what is now free-to-play.
Which is the title has changed. Nothing.
And the title changes, yeah. But the fact is, let's put the facts down. Okay, it's free.
Okay.
It's free to play the bare minimum. Obviously, there's going to be stuff you can pay for. It'd be stupid if it wasn't. But it's not necessarily going to be paid to win. It could just be stuff like unit skins, maps, or campaigns. If it were campaigns, just single-player scenarios, like General's Challenge. If you just paid for General's Challenge, like, I don't know, couple of pounds.
Yeah, that's kind of retarded when Command & Conquer Uprising came out. Brother 3 Uprising came out. It sucked. Like, nobody expected that there was going to be a challenge campaign and a campaign in general. Like, no online games, which kind of sucked as well.
Yeah, but I guess they were kind of experimenting with things. I mean, it was a fun game for while it lasted, but it didn't last very long.
Well, half the problem was that the community wanted more storyline and more challenges. And they never said anything about multiplayer. Because when Siberian Wars came out, people wanted more multiplayer, so when King's Wrath came out, it was a bigger multiplayer universe. But when Red Alert 3 came out, the multiplayer was awesome in the beta, and then when Uprising came out, nobody said anything about the multiplayer, yeah, because they were still playing Red Alert 3 online, so I guess that's why nobody wanted to play Uprising online.
Uprising didn't even have online.
Yeah, that's what
exactly.
That's what
justification.
The community never said anything about online in Uprising.
Also, Harbingers and Digger Fortresses in multiplayer would just be crazy.
Yeah, they would just own
so
everything.
Long.
They'd just be owning everything.
The
Digger Fortress.
It'd be like Yo's Revenge all over again in terms of that, except probably like 50 times worse.
Yours Revenge. I remember that game. That was a fun game.
Yeah, I remember playing Art of Defense maps on that, where everyone just used to spam Rocketeers, and the game lagged like Minecraft would.
Yeah, just like people in
Just
Draft
crazy.
like when people spam Rocket Militant squads and Black Hand squads, the link game lags a lot.
Even Venoms, when people spam Venoms, because those things are brilliant in like redonkulonk numbers.
Yeah, even
No, that just means your PC sucks.
No, it does not. Everybody's game lags because of tons of units on the map, like infantry and Venoms.
Not mine. I just have a beast-ass graphic card.
So, how many Art of Defense games have you played?
In what games?
Because I mean, it's just any of them. Because that's kind of just you don't necessarily lag during regular games. It's Art of Defense where you're building irregular numbers of units. Like you don't usually build 1,000 Venoms in a game.
That's true. Well, the only maps I played on tower defense maps, I did play some in King's Wrath, and I did play some in General 0 Hour. And they lag. Well, what happens is you don't build units in tower defense maps. What you do is you just build defenses. That's kind of the point of the game.
Yeah.
But I have seen games where people did build units, like in one game in Generals, where a person just spammed a whole shit ton of Overlord tanks, and that slowed the game down dramatically. No,
you just had a shitty PC.
Well, one of the things that
I'm telling you, I've had over 400 Overlord tanks in there, and it never lagged.
What game am I talking about, Richard? Exactly. I'm not talking about Command & Conquer King's Wrath.
I know that. You're talking about Generals, dude, dumbass.
Which one? Generals or 0 Hour?
0 Hour.
Okay, you were listening.
Right, okay, so, I mean, one thing that the games did do pretty well, especially for Tib Wars, Red Alert 3 and Tib Twilight, on the lowest of the low settings, I'm pretty sure that something in 1994 could run that game. It's just so low in terms of the specs. It just looks awful, but in a good way. Just like with, take some games, and you put them on the lowest settings, and it still looks really, really good, in the sense that you need high specs to run it, even on the lowest settings. Which is the wrong way to do things.
Like I run my Command & Conquer King's Wrath settings on very, very low because my computer can't take anything past, like, say, high or medium.
And this is why you can't build Overlords on 0 Hour.
Right, but if you go to YouTube and look at like any CNC4 video that's run on the lowest of the low settings, because there are some out there, you'll get a comment, well, as well as the obligatory EA Stokes, West was brilliant, blah 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 blah. You'll get one person who says this game looks awful. It looks like it was made in like 1987. And well, that's to its credit, because it's lowest of the low system specs means practically anyone can run it, and on really high it looks completely different. Take a side-by-side screenshot of lowest of the low and ultra high, massive difference. It looks like a completely different game.
Yeah,
Whether you like it or not is irrelevant.
Yeah, especially Runner 3 when those graphics are pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna cut it out for the. We're gonna cut it out. We're taking a little break, and we'll be back for the last part. See ya. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the final section of this video podcast, CNC video podcast, with SighNapes, Cabal, and IPoWNYoU.
Even though we're not really talking about CNC much.
No,
entirely.
we're just talking about random stuff.
I'm playing CNC right now.
Yeah, so that kind of counts. Richard is playing CNC. What are you playing against? Gigo Panoply again?
Yes.
You are? Okay. Yeah, he's a pretty good player. Especially since when I first met him, it was in the 2 vs 2 in King's Wrath. I thought he was just one of those players I'd never heard of about Game Replays Org before, but in turn, he did go on Game Replays Org a lot, and just became a very, very good player.
As you do. Meanwhile, I'm just sat here doing absolutely nothing, just waiting for Black Ops 2. I'm not going to move, I'm not going to sleep, I'm just going to be sat here in stasis, just waiting for that game.
Especially, yeah. I had those times before, like when Generals 0 Hour came out. I just couldn't wait because since Generals was pretty awesome. And back then I was only 2003. I was only 10 years old.
12.
I was only 10 years old back then.
Oh Jesus, even younger.
And you sucked like shit.
Shut up! I never played anything online until I was 13. Okay, I played my first online game ever was General 0 Hour.
Cause you sucked, bro.
No, in General 0 Hour, I was my name was Acer 101. My stats were pretty awesome. I was like a 235 wins and 35 losses. I was a beast in General 0 Hour.
Meanwhile, I was on RuneScape, which was cool back in high school.
And back then, Richard, there was no such thing as Command & Conquer King's Wrath or Tiberian Wars 3. So what were you doing back then?
I was playing it as well, dumbass. I was playing Generals when it first came out. I was about 6. Well, I was like 9 years old.
I just remembered something that nobody will believe, but it's an honest to God true story. Okay, so, do you remember what the first mission of the Soviet campaign in Middle Earth 2 was?
It was destroy the Pentagon?
Yeah. Okay, guess what day I first played that game for the first time in my life, and I played that exact mission.
How old you were?
Yeah, just guess what day it was, of all days, to play that specific mission.
Your birthday.
That's why I was on 9/11. When the planes hit. I was just destroying the Pentagon. And then on the third mission, I was destroying the Twin Towers, because you could do that in the Big Apple, after you'd captured the lab.
You're playing Red Alert 2, the Soviet campaign, destroying the Pentagon at 9/11 in 2001?
When the planes hit.
Holy shit! I don't believe it.
Nobody believes it. That's why I remember being on 9/11. My parents were watching the news and they were asking, David, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just destroying the Pentagon. And of course I didn't know what America was at this point. I was basically like living in the land of blissful ignorance. So, and my parents were just in the room, just like watching TV, absolutely horrified. Honestly, I was like, great, we're afraid of terrorists.
Honestly, I was actually watching the same thing too when the planes crashed in the U.S. Trade Center. I was watching that in my parents' room. All of us were together in the bedroom, and we were watching the same.
Oh, you were all together in the bedroom. Oh.
What were you doing on 9/11?
Did you really say
I was in school.
You was in school. And
school, something you never heard of, because you're an idiot.
You idiot. Yeah, Cabal, you idiot.
How am I an idiot? I'm older than both of you guys. SighNapes,
you are idiots.
You're older than me. Come on, get the hell out of here.
No, I'm older than both of you. I'm fucking 19, you guys. And SighNapes, you're 18. Richard, you're 18.
Cool story, bro. You can count and everything.
Oh hell yeah, I can count.
You can like count to 20 and everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is what the podcast has come to, counting to 20.
14.
I just so want you to make a mistake now.
20. I never make a mistake. I've done so much Command & Conquer casting. I know like every single thing. I know everything. I've done a lot of casting in my.
What's the rate of fire? What's the rate of fire the CNC4 when fully upgraded when in heroic difficulty. Veteran C even. You said you know everything. I'm asking you what's the rate of fire of a venom in CNC4 when it's heroic? You said you know everything.
I didn't say that. I said I know everything in terms of casting, not the game.
Fine. Details.
Besides, I'm pretty sure Richard knows a whole lot more than me in Kane's Wrath anyway. Because he played the game longer than me.
And I'm pro.
All I know is that I suck at Kane's Wrath and Tib Wars and Red Lich.
No, you don't. Remember you and me played a couple of games in Tiberian Wars and Kane's Wrath. That's a 3 versus 3. Remember that 3 versus 3 we played in Tiberian Wars? You, me, and Kerubi, and then Cyber casted it. And then Cyber casted it.
Oh yeah. I missed the mothership explode. Cyber, if you're watching this, I've still remembered.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He missed the mothership on my base.
Yeah, a mothership exploded. No, it didn't even destroy it. It was just like it was 1 second away from firing. I exploded it. We won.
I would have been screwed.
And he's just like, oh hey, why did that guy rage quit? He was ahead and everything. It's like, no, right. Imagine this.
I would have been destroyed if. Did you save my ass? Yeah, it was you, right? It was you that.
Hell yeah.
It was you, stealth tanks. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kerubi came in a little bit later. Okay, how about...
Kerubi can't stealth tanks. Sorry, he just can't.
No,
so if you're watching this...
He was Skrin. He was the one that he built...
Storm Rider support, yeah.
Storm Rider support, yeah. But he built, like... he had Don't Trip, then he built 2 foundries for no reason.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Yeah, but actually he plays... He has his own YouTube channel. He's not Kerubi anymore. His name is Cryo Freeze Pie. And he has...
I've heard both names. Okay, so random question: what's the best online name you've ever seen anyone play by? Like any name, just in terms of hilariousness. What's the best name you've seen?
Bike Rush.
That's
my no.
Lob.
Yes.
When I was on Xbox Live playing Halo once with friends, we ran across 2 different guys. The first one was called Apple Bum Fluff, which is a bit weird. And the second one we came across was a guy called Look Behind You.
I heard some pretty weird names on Halo Reach. So it sounds like I heard. Listen to these names. Okay, there was Daddy Fat Sack, and then there was another name called I Ate a Republican.
If only.
And I think there was another one called what was this? This is. Look at my this is look at my junk.
Lovely. I was up against a guy in Modern Warfare 3 recently called Lethally Welsh.
Lethally Welsh? That's pretty. That's all.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's so Welsh it's actually lethal.
Okay, and what about Richard's? What about Richard's name? I pound you. I
pound you.
Like that's.
Everybody's always making fun of Green Zero.
I don't know why, because he never made fun of my name. He just called me Survivor Man and Cabal. Especially since that he does great Command and Conquer casts, and everybody loves his casts.
And he calls me, I'll pound you.
Well, he just said that sounds lame. Why don't you go back to Raider? Like, Raider was an awesome name. Raider owns. Besides, your very first account was IPoWNYoU, if I'm corrected, right?
No, it was I Am Raider.
It was I Am Raider? Oh yeah, it was I Am Raider. Then it was IPoWNYoU, then it was Raider, then it was Raider Owns, then it was IPoWNYoU, then it was Alias IPoWNYoU.
Wow.
So something like that. Oh no, my finger's stuck in the keyboard. Oh, there we go.
How did you manage that? You got your finger stuck in a keyboard.
No, I got
that takes a special kind of special.
No, I said I got my finger stuck in my pistol. I got my airsoft pistol in my hand right now. I'm on guard.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
But seriously, I'm looking at your picture right now. I'm about to headshot you. Right on the screen. You'd be so dead right now.
I would be, but I don't tend to live in your screen. I kind of live a bit further away. Just saying.
Yeah, you live like 100,000 miles away from me.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number, but it's something like that. About an ocean or 2.
It's pretty far. It's pretty far away from me.
Yeah.
But I can actually drive to Richard's house and kill him that way. In my car.
Alright, dude, you live all the way. You live like 2 days away from me, man. 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days away from me at least. Because I have to drive.
Be that determined.
I got to drive through like 5 states to get to Richard. I got to go through.
Well, you go drive through about 12.
12.
Yeah.
I got to go. Okay, fine. I got to go through like South Carolina. Okay, not South Carolina. That's where you are right now. Okay, I got to go through Idaho, then maybe South Dakota. South Dakota. What's after South Dakota?
North Dakota, then South Dakota, dumbass.
No, I live closer to Idaho. I can't.
Okay, that's on the West Coast, idiot.
I live in the West Coast, doy.
I live on the East Coast, dumbass.
Well, I can't remember all the U.S. states. I can only remember there's 51.
Look at you. You're all sad now. You don't know what to say.
Can I do us a favour? When you edit this video and put it all together and stuff, can you have a little counter that says the number of times the word dumbass has been used?
Dumbass?
Yeah, dumbass. I kind of want to know how many times it's been used.
Well, I think Richard used a lot of them, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. Just dumbass.
Dumbass. There, we said it again. That's twice already.
Said what?
What?
I don't know.
You don't know.
You clearly didn't see what I did there.
No, I wasn't paying attention. It's
Too bad.
It's early. It's early in the game. It's early in the day for me. So it's 10 a.m. So I'm still waking up, for Christ's sake.
Oh, to them.
Wake up faster.
Okay, fine. There's a shot.
Fucking dude.
Okay, so is there anything else we should cover?
I don't have anything on my mind at the moment, so I guess we can probably end this podcast. Anything else? Want to say anything else, guys?
Yes, Darcy's new.
Okay. And sign-ups?
We definitely need a dumbass counter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll listen to the podcast and listen how many times we said dumbass. Yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching the first episode of the CNC podcast.
They said CNC4.
Did I say CNC4? Oh, I did.
Yes. They said CNC4.
So, this is the CNC podcast.
Just lost all your viewers.
Shut up! Stop screwing me over, son! Jesus!
Shut up. Say what you're gonna say, dude.
Okay, we're gonna
end
this CNC podcast right now. My name is Cabal with SighNapes and IPoWNYoU, and thank you for watching. Bye.